Effective leadership will result from commitment to good governance. Nigerians simply want effective leadership, the kind achieved when leaders show humility, restraint, and respect for limitations on their powers and give primacy to the needs, welfare, and rights of citizens. And on that note, I welcome you to know your representative, the program that bridges the visible gap between lawmakers and their constituents. My name is Mariah Olashende, but first, let's meet my guest. Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke, representing Ikeja Federal Constituency. Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke, MHR. He was born on December the 25th, 1959. He was a student of Abdulaziz Atta School, Okene, where he got his O-levels in 1979. Higher National Diploma in Purchasing and Supply Management with upper credit in 1986 from Kaduna State and received the Best Student Award. In 2003, he proceeded to Imo State University where he got his MBA. National Youth Service Corps NYC program in Lagos State in 1986-1987 and was the parade commander for the entire NYC membership at his orientation camp. In 1992, he wrote the professional examination of the Chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supply in London and he passed. He is a fellow of the Institution of Public Administration, FIPA. It is worthy to note that he has his legislative interest in true federalism. Popularly called the Lion, Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke was the pioneer executive secretary for Ojodu Local Government Development Area from November 2003 to April 2004. And in 2004, he was duly elected as executive chairman of the same LCDA, where he served for 2 consecutive terms from 2004 to 2011. During his time as a council boss in Ojodu LCDA, Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke was the chairman of Forum of Local Government Area and Local Council Development Area bosses in Lagos State. Federal representative member of the House of Representatives from May 2011 till date. Honorable James Faleke is an enigmatic politician, a Nigerian with unquantifiable energy and larger-than-life accomplishments, a protagonist of positive change and development, a seasoned public administrator, an astute legislator, the man of the people, a man with a direct vision who believes in helping people by not only giving them fish, but teaches them on how to fish. A political master of our time, man of his word, a strategic master planner, and a God-fearing man. Honorable James Abiodun Faleke is equally active and vocal in the discharge of his duties in the House of Representatives through his meaningful contribution in the debates on the floor. Honorable James Faleke is a chairman, House Committee on Finance, and he belongs to the following committee in the House of Representatives. Honorable James Abiodun Faleke is a proud member of the All Progressives Congress and is happily married to Mrs. Bukola Faleke, and they are blessed with beautiful children. His favorite quote is, "Service to the people."
The Committee of Final Banking and Currency, in furtherance of its obligations as directed by the House, issued letters of invitations to various corporations to submit documents of their full compliance with the laws of the Federation.
The power of great leadership lies in the results which are made visible for all to see. According to his constituents, Honorable James Abiodun Faleke is not one of those lawmakers who sit in Abuja to only make laws and forget his constituents. They commend Faleke for always finding a way to balance his job description of lawmaking, representation, and oversight.
I want to speak from the angle of bills and motions. Bills that you have sponsored in the National Assembly. Let me pay particular attention to one, to know that you are a youth developer. Is the NYSC Amendment Bill that gave rise to the insurance for NYSC members till today. It shows that you are a people person. Another one, which is a motion, is the one that gave rise to a motion that was passed that gave rise to banning shutting of borders for over 1,400 people, illegal routes, as a map to curb insurgency. You did this because you needed to protect the interests of your people.
The Light Up Ikeja Streets project by Honorable Abiodun James Faleke boasts of the provision of more than 3,000 solar street lights in more than 10 communities and 40 streets in the constituency.
He is somebody that if we request for a 5th, 6th, 7th term, we would always give him our support in Onile Kure. He has facilitated a lot of projects in the world in the space of few years, most especially in this particular tenure we're talking about. In the last few months, we've had 2 transformers installed in this community. We had 120 units of street lights installed in the community. We had a very big 2 blocks of buildings that was erected in this same community. So many empowerment programs is reached out to individuals, to companies, to artisans. It's been very wonderful. And then we just use this opportunity to say thank you, MHR.
We want to appreciate Honorable Faleke, even for the solar system. We don't have meter, we are not on NEPA, but the solar system actually helped us that reduce our expenses on diesel. So the initiation of ICT room in this school has been a great blessing to us. Thank you for choosing our school. We are not the only school in Ikeja as it, but it chose us.
Mo jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú àwọn tí Faleke gbé mọ́tò kórèpè fún empowerment àwọn youth. Inú wa dẹ̀ dùn gan because látijọ́ ta ti ń ní àwọn reps ní òjòdú Ikeja àti ríru Faleke rí. Inú wa dẹ̀ dùn gan 100 pieces náà pín tó surprise àwọn èèyàn gan débi pé àwọn local government tó tún jẹ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa ní local government míì wọ́n ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ wa pé báwo la ṣe kí la ṣe. Ọlọ́run ló fi rán wa o ó dẹ̀ wù wá kó wà ń bẹ̀ kó sì wà ń bẹ̀ láti máa ṣe dáadáa because many things tó ti ṣe.
I bring this transformer to this environment is one of this good work, and at the same time, he has bought some korope for some people, at least up to 80 to 100 buses, and these buses, which was given to them free of charge.
He facilitated the construction of that road with paving stones, and the road it covers about 4 streets, not just one street: Orimoloye Street, Atudaolu Street, Church Street, and Lishabi. And 3 of these streets are very long. They are not just small streets. They are not just short streets. They are very long. And also, behind me is a transformer he facilitated just a few months ago. That's you can see it right behind me. And not only that, he has also brought in street lights. Well, the one they normally refer to as solar-powered street lights.
Abiodun Faleke ti kó gbèrò tán pátá láti kó sẹ́yìn APC nítorí pé ó nígbàgbọ́ nínú bàbá wa Jagaban-Bogu ọmọ olódòdẹ ó nígbàgbọ́ nínú ẹ̀. Wọ́n pín máṣíìnì ìránṣọ rẹpẹtẹ ńlá pátápátá lẹ́yìn yẹn wọ́n pín hair dryer bábà àwọn tó ń ṣe bábà tó ń gẹrun complete set náà fún wọn barbing equipment with generator fún àwọn tó fẹ́ kọ́ṣẹ́ ẹja sísìn that is fishery. Wọ́n kọ́ àwọn èèyàn bá ṣe ń sin ẹja wọn àdẹ̀ wá kọ́ wọn nìkan wọ́n tún fún wọn ní owó tó lè fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn yẹn 200,000 ní gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti kọ́ṣẹ́ ẹja that is grant náà fún gbogbo everybody lọ́kùnrin ni o lóbìnrin ni o for ní gbogbo the whole Ikeja federal constituency. Tó bá jẹ́ pé bó ṣèlú ṣe ń rí ní gbogbo local government rèé mi ò rò pa máa dé inú ilé kan tá máa réyàn kan tó máa kù tí ò ní join òṣèlú. Wọ́n kó gbogbo school tó wà ní Ikeja federal constituency lọ sí excellence hotel náà ti yànyàn àwọn kan náà yàn wọ́n àwọn school yẹn ló mú àwọn èèyàn wá ní class by class iye figure tán ní kan mú wá 150 people ló wá sí excellence hotel tó dẹ̀ gba laptop wọn wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gba laptop yẹ máwọn parents yín wá so that àwọn parents yín á lè bá yín monitor laptop tẹ́ ẹ gbà yìí kò ní jẹ́ wípé ẹ máa sọ pé teacher kan gbà lọ́wọ́ yín àwọn parents wọn wá pẹ̀lú wọn mo wà lórí ìjókòó níjọ́ náà.
He does not discriminate. He doesn't care whether you are from Igbo, Hausa or Yoruba. His group is a movement. It's a movement in Ikeja here, which if every other legislator emulates him, then Nigeria will be a place that people will not be complaining. Somebody like Faleke, if he decides to trek from here to Ojodu, people will guide him to his house. Nobody will touch him. People who want to touch him will want to touch him because they want to behave like him. They want to identify with him. So he should be given kudos for aligning with the party. And party should also continue to give him support because these are the type of people that party needs.
Welcome back. And if you're just joining us, the program is still Know Your Representative. And I have here with me the lawmaker representing Ikeja Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke. Honorable, you're welcome to Know Your Representative.
Thank you very much.
So let's begin this one. A lighter note. How do you do this lobbying? How do you facilitate this project? Do you sit in your office and just put pen to paper, or you go to the ministries or the agencies?
No, you see, when I came in 2011, I came as an opposition member. And when you come as an opposition, then there was nothing for you, nothing. We had what we call constituency projects. And the constituency projects is misunderstood by Nigerians. As coming from Lagos with 24 members, the total amount available to us in 2011 was about 38 million naira per person, not in cash. So you'll be giving 38 million on paper, and you are asked to choose projects that you want to do with that 38 million.
Okay.
So you will be lucky that even if that 38 million is funded, you'll be lucky. So then I will look at what the issues are in my constituency: borehole, empowerment, transformers, that my money can cover. And as an opposition, there was no agency you will go to that they will listen to you.
Does it have to do with party?
Unfortunately, it was that was the way it was. If you are not a member of the ruling party, then you wouldn't get things done easily. Unlike what we have today, that members of opposition are getting things done easily through ministries and agencies. And I use my money, my own resources, unknown to my constituents.
Because you have to deliver.
You have to deliver. So I had to go back to my resources to do all the projects that I did, 2011, 2015. And of course, the speaker Dogara was good. He gave me committee customs. And the idea of customs was to the people at home was as if I was in money. They were giving me money or giving me proper or giving me anything. It never happened. I didn't get 1 naira benefit to my constituents from my committee. Rather, I'm telling you, and I'm saying it for Nigerians, and the CG is still there, Controller General is still there, he can confirm. Not one item, not even employment.
So now let's talk about the patrol vans that you gave to the police, the road safety recently. What informed it? Why did you do that?
Unfortunately, the NSAS came in Lagos, and so many of our policemen suffered, so many of our youths too suffered, and the major transport hub of Lagos State, the BRT buses, in my constituency, was burnt down. More than, I can't imagine how many. And I wept when I saw them, because I knew how much relief those buses bring to people every day. And you go to the police stations, were destroyed. Apart from weapons stolen, their vehicles were burned down. Federal Safety Office was attacked. The day I went there, There was a call to the sector commander, which he received. They were calling for a rescue operation, asking them to please come. There was an accident, and unfortunately, they had no vehicles. The vehicles have been burned down. So that gave me the idea to say, wow, apart from supporting and replacing the immediate needs, some of the immediate things that were destroyed, the water, the borehole that was destroyed in the police station, are immediately rectified. And that brought this idea of giving them some vehicles. So we gave six to all the police divisions, one each in my federal constituency. And of course, the police headquarters, I gave to the Federal Safety Corps and the LASMA, the Lagos State Transport Management Authority. That was what I did.
So like Oliver Twist, they will still want more.
Of course, I also know that it's not enough. So even if they have five vehicles per station. This time around, by the grace of God, if I have the resources, I want to support the families of the police. I want to support them with cash grant to them. When your family is okay and they are doing one business or the other, you'll be able to face the national assignment. And this is my next target.
That's a good one. So now let me take you to the community. When you carry out your empowerment programs, do you do them on your own, or you have a meeting with your constituents and ask, what do you want? What do you want before?
No, we have CDA, Community Development Associations, we have our party leadership, we have our community leadership, we have our church, we have neighbors. So we ask them that this is the program I have. Training, like for example, I have one that is coming. It's it's going to be about 700 people, but it's going to come in stages. And the training in terms of trade, one artisanal trade or the other. And they nominate their children, their sons, their daughters, they nominate, and we do it. I don't have to know you.
Okay, so let's talk about the solar lights.
Well, at the end of this year, we will have been over 3,000 poles. And the solar lights, the lighting project that we have in Ikeja, is to say that let's bring lights to better night economy, night security to our environment, and of course, beautify the environment. We started it early last year, and I saw the impact. And this has really, apart from the beauty it's bringing at night, it has also assisted in security. I have decided to look at all our black spots areas, all. What do I mean by black spots areas? We have, in Lagos, people don't sleep. So they wake up as early as 3, 4 a.m. to go to work, and some don't have vehicles, so they have to go to bus stop. Our bus stops, some of them are attacked, either they snatch their phone or bags. And so what I decided to do was to identify those bus stops and put solar lights there. Give the people, the passengers, the confidence to be able to get there and to stay on board their vehicles. And I have gone now to the garages, all our National Road, NURTW garages, all the motor parks, to install solar lights. I've gone to our markets. All our markets are having solar lights. Where they don't have now, it's on its way coming. So, and I want to say that not only markets, we have our palaces, our streets. It's going well. It's going well, and they call me estates. They call me to say thank you. Some estates that ordinarily, if I'm doing empowerment, I might not even remember them because I see them as a class of their own. They are rich, they are okay. They don't need our support. But when we put the solar light there, I saw their text messages saying, thank you for bringing this to us. This year, by the grace of God, we'll be doing a lot. We are continuing our empowerment programs, not only for the community, even our traditional rulers. This time around, will be provided much empowerment because we need to empower them. to provide security information to be able to manage their communities. We need them to be empowered. And this year, by the grace of God, we are doing it. By the grace of God, we are going to health, which we have not touched before. All the health centers in the Ikeja Federal Constituency will be equipped with brand new equipments and medicines. We've done medical outreach before. This year again, we are continuing with the medical outreach and free eyeglasses. By the grace of God, we are continuing with our solar light, our lighting projects. We are doing more and more of our educational support. We are building more schools, more blocks of classrooms. The empowerment program that is coming again, of course, is for the artisans. And we are doing it. We are going to do over 700 of them this year in stages. And I think the consultant is ready now to start with 200. And by next month, again, another sector. So I can say that from now to end of the year, it's going to be one program, one project, one assistance, one support or the other.
So employment for the unemployed?
In terms of employment opportunities, we've gotten a lot of opportunities for our people. Okay. I've done so much, more than 100 employment opportunities in federal agencies. And it's just that this session has been slow because of the policy of government. And for me, my federal constituency, my constituents, my youths, my men and women, they are grateful that these employment opportunities have come their way. And we will continue. You see, I'm not a noisemaker. This is the first time I'm coming on air to say this is what we have done. I just want the people to be the judge. Let them say it, by themselves, rather than making the noise. But I've noticed that in Nigeria, if you don't blow your trumpet, nobody will help you to blow it.
I followed your peace process, the election in Kogi State and all that, but at the end of it all, after the Supreme Court's judgment, you later went to make peace with the governor. Were you advised, or why did you do that, considering the kind of politics we play here in Nigeria?
Thank you. Let me remind our people at home, especially in Kogi and, of course, the government of the state, that before Audu and I came to the ballot, it was PDP that was in government for 2 terms consecutively. And when we came on the ballot as APC, we believed strongly that we were going to win, and we were going to win based on the records of Prince Abubakar Audu. And may his soul rest in peace. I agreed to deputize him because of his records, not what I was going to gain or anything. He was a man who had brought developments into the state in terms of roads and infrastructure within the limited resources that he was at his disposal. And so when I had the opportunity to deputize him, we brought in Lagos politics. Lagos politics is about development. It's about progressive. It's not personal. Look, today, Ashwaju can be anywhere in the world and give instruction to say this is where we should go. Everybody will follow. Everybody, because of our understanding of his own politics of development. Ashwaju is the only leader I have seen, apart from maybe Awolowo, the only leader I have seen that raised you from nowhere. And I keep on saying it. Ashwaju never asked me, who is your father? Go and let me know your father or your mother. He didn't know me. And he raised me politically. And for me, all I can give back to him, to Ashwaju, is to also raise others. So that development idea will continue. Kogi has 3 senatorial districts. And when the campaign started, we told so many people that these are the things we will do. These are the things we will do. And when the election came, we won. APC won. I'll do one for APC. Unfortunately, he didn't live to reap the benefit or to carry out his assignment. So he died. And when he died, of course, the party took their decision. And of course, I prevailed on my leader, and he said, "Oh, you are going to work for the party, not Yaya Bello. Go and work for the party." That's what Ashwaju told me. And of course, I called all our key people, and I appealed to them, and they listened to me, despite the fact that I have left them for so many years. They appealed to me and followed me, and we were able to deliver the West Senatorial District.
And have been speaking with the lawmaker representing Ikeja Federal Constituency, Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke, representing Ikeja Federal Constituency. Honorable, thank you for coming on Know Your Representative.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm grateful. God bless Lagos. God bless Nigeria.
And that's our package today for you on Know Your Representative. Thanks for watching. Join us same time next week as I bring you the concluding part of Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke's constituency projects. For missed episodes, you can watch on our YouTube page, My Base TV. My name is Mariah or Lashende. Bye for now.